So we are here again. As you can see, today's caption or the epigram is a beautiful one. All is miracle here and can by miracle change. So this is the epigram we have chosen today, and along with it, we will take up some more lines. And first, let us read the whole passage itself. Then we will try to dwell upon this. All is miracle here and can by miracle change. This is that secret nature's age of might, on the margin of great immaterial plains, in kingdoms of an untrammeled glory of force, where mind is master of the life and form, and soul fulfills its thoughts by its own power. She meditates upon mighty words and looks on the unseen links that join the parted spheres. Thence to the initiate who observes her laws, she brings the light of her mysterious realms. Here where he stands, his feet on a prostrate world, his mind no more cast into matter's mold. Over their bounds, in spurts of splendid strength, she carries their magician processes and the formulas of their stupendous speech, till heaven and hell become purveyors to earth, and the universe the slave of mortal will. So this is the passage. But first, don't you think that our life itself is a miracle all the time, for each one of us? Because I don't know about all others, but I can vouch for myself that it's truly a miracle that we are alive, I am alive. Or for that matter, all of us can say, because you see, if you take a dig, if you pause for a while and see, you will realize that every day when we go out of our home, there might be a speeding truck coming your way, our way, and knock us down. Or anything, for that matter, anything can happen to us without any intimation whatsoever. And we cannot escape the clutch of the dark power, as we always say, that is death. Something falling from the top of a building, a brick on your head, and you do not know what is falling. I mean, if you see that every moment we are saved by that divine grace always, and that itself is a miracle that we are alive always, every day, every moment, isn't it? It is truly a miracle that we are here. And not only we are here, we are progressing. Now we will see what led Sri Aurobindo to write all is miracle here and can by miracle change. Now we'll see through his eyes, rather through his vision. As it is, this universe or in this earth is regarded as a miracle, as I said, and amid an all consuming hunger that is death, it seems to be a bystander. Bystander means he is always there beside us till the last moment when he takes us to his grasp. Amid all these, that is his hunger, all consuming hunger, death's hunger, life still survives. We still survive. Amid all the oppressive factors, that is limitation, pain, grief, suffering, that envelops us always, the will working in us, that is the divine will, is indefatigable. It doesn't want to lose the game, the battle. And amidst an enveloping darkness and ignorance, the gleams of light always enters in our life and extends its range of operation. So, what do we find? That in spite of everything, in spite of all the opposites that is coming from the dark force, we are still there, and it is a miracle itself. And all this is possible because nature always tries to succeed in some degree, in some measure, to bring those laws, those rules which operate in her higher nature, that is the para-prakriti. And this nature, higher nature, all these forces, higher forces, are brought down here as much as possible and let work here effectively, act on our lives. And that is why we see that even while we are in the lower nature, this operation of the higher nature is there, and that makes a miraculous transmutation in our lives. That is why we strive to perfect ourselves, we strive to perfect the environment around us, and we want to become what the divine wills of us. And that is a continuous process which produces the evolutionary process. That is why evolution takes place, and it becomes a series of miraculous transmutation in our life. So, to sum up, to make the higher assume the lower into itself is the way of secret nature. Then what we'll find, this is the secret nature's age of might on the margin of great immaterial planes. in kingdoms of an untrammeled glory of force, where mind is master of the life and form, and soul fulfills its thoughts by its own power. She meditates upon mighty words and looks on the unseen links that join the parted spheres. That is, what we see of material nature in our environment, that is not all. It is only the external aspect and a segment of the greater nature, that is the paraprakriti of which we spoke. It is behind it, it is working, enclosing this limited physical existence, what we see as our life, that is the outer physical existence. But behind this outer physical existence, there are planes and worlds of subtle physical, then mental, then vital, then even spiritual consciousness, which are active there in the higher nature. And there, mind becomes the all ruling king. Here, what happens? Mind is subject to our vital insistences, senses, but there in the higher spheres, it is free from all fetters and it reigns supreme. And along with it, the soul can express and effectuate itself directly without any necessity or aid of instruments like the mind and life energies of the senses. Then nature is conscious of all these regions of existence. Now here what we see, this brings us to some interesting aspect actually. This is where the context of integral yoga or the integral path comes, because it is only possible for a man to tap all these miraculous powers which normally do not operate in the physical existence in which we do exist, in which we are. Only when we open ourselves to all those realms, that is subtle physical, mental, vital, and also these spiritual powers, then it can operate from behind and bring changes to us in our nature. Otherwise, it is well nigh impossible. Thence to the initiate who observes her laws, that is what Sri Aurobindo is pointing to. Thence to the initiate who observes her laws, she brings the light of her mysterious realms. The secret nature draws upon all these reserves in her workings on earth, and then she admits to her secrecies which she hides behind in those realms, in the upper spheres, higher spheres. She admits to the man who puts himself in tune with her. That is, whoever is eager to come across the truth, to know the truth, to abide by the truth, to go with the truth, she, the secret nature. And who is the secret nature? I mean, behind the secret nature, who is operating? The Divine Mother herself. So we can see very well that she admits to her counsels, as we can see in the Mother book, the Mother, written by C. Aurobindo, that she admits to her counsels. Whoever wants to know the truth and go according to the truth, letting the higher nature operate in his or her lower nature, then the secret nature admits her, admits him or her, and then all these external mechanical laws to which we are subject to normally in the physical existence, all these fall off and is replaced by the higher law dominated by the higher power. Here where he stands, his feet on a prostrate world, his mind no more cast into matter's mold. Over their bounds in sparks of splendid strength, she carries their magician processes and the formulas of their stupendous speech, till heaven and hell becomes purveyors to earth, and the universe the slave of mortal will. And to such a man who has freed himself from the fetters of matter, because we are dominated by matter here in this physical existence. So whoever has freed himself from the fetters of matter and stands erect with a mind looking upwards towards the higher nature, they are in tune with our harmonies. And then the greater nature yields the secret which she hides behind the physical existence, the physical nature. All these are opened up like Pandora's box. And then truly what we call miracle normally will not be so, because according and as told by the Mother, everything is a miracle if we only can see through the outer layer. That is, when we go beyond this outer sheath of our physical existence, that is, enter into the subliminal, in which all these ranges, right from inconscient through subconscious and through all these different uh, planes of power, these are present there, and we can open ourselves to those powers to work upon us. This is the way the secret nature works, but usually it takes lots and lots of time through different births, but this can be shortened also. The whole process can be precipitated when someone comes to the integral path of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, and then the journey becomes straight and short, and one can say truly that all is miracle here and can by miracle change, because in actuality everything is miracle, but since we do not have the proper vision, we normally do not see it happening. Otherwise everything is a miracle. So that's a beautiful one. And now you see Savitri is something every day, every moment. When you read Savitri, when we read Savitri, then we come across something to learn about, new things in our life daily. And not only to learn in a general way, each and every line, each and every passage bears a truth behind all this that can truly lead us towards perfection. And who doesn't want perfection in one's life? All of us do. So why don't we take the opportunity? So even if someone says or believe that, well, I wish I had time in me to go through the process of yoga, the integral path, but I did not have it. Doesn't matter. Even for those, Savitri is given by Sri Aurobindo, through which all those spiritual realms can be attained, and one can go ascend in his consciousness every day, even by reading Savitri, of course, properly, with the right attitude, with aspiration. Then even reading Savitri only every day will take one to DG heights, and that is for sure. So that's it for the day. If you have something, you can ask. Okay, then, thank you.